Hey folks, Chris here, and I am going to revisit a topic of scrapping on a small scale. And when I say small scale, I mean this in two different ways. First is scrapping on a part-time basis, just supplementing your income when you can, and is scrapping worth it? Number two is vehicle or means of scrapping. You may not have a truck or a trailer. You may be stuck with a smaller vehicle, a motorcycle. I've seen people do it on a motorcycle, bicycle, just walking, or a small SUV. We're going to touch on that and to see if it's worth your time scrapping in these smaller modes of transportation. So let's get started now. And real quick before I get started, quick note to anyone that's thinking they're going to go into any financial venture and make hundreds and thousands of dollars in just their spare time. I suggest just exiting out of this and start registering for a law school and medical school. Okay, I say this in almost every one of my videos. I'm not a full-time scrapper, though I have been supplementing my income with scrapping for, gosh, well over 20 years now. And I wanted to put this video together just to show you what I do and how I do it. Again, this is my way. It's not going to be your way. There's a lot of circumstances and variables, of course, but I just kind of wanted to give you a basic template of how I do it. I'm very blessed. I've got a great paying full-time job. I do work a ton of hours though, but the trade-off is I have a lot of freedom. I can manage my time. Um, with that said, with the good pay, my wife and I, we comfortably pay all our bills. The problem is she has multiple sclerosis, and we have heavy medical bills. But again, we comfortably pay them. But the problem is we have no extra money. We can't just on a whim go out and have fun, basically. Or if we have a small repair at the house, we don't always have it. Um, though we have savings for emergencies, the little stuff we sweat. So I scrap. And also I sell things on eBay. But that goes hand in hand with scrapping because everything I sell is usually what I find scrapping. So what do I do extra each day? Nothing. Um, I don't go out looking for scrap every day. Um, I just go to work. Uh, I stop at a convenience store every morning and I check the ground. A lot of times I'll find some loose change. Believe it or not, I always find a lot of wiring and copper. I don't know why. People repairing their trailer lights or this and that. Anyway, cans. Anyway, everywhere there's scrap. Everywhere I stop, I look around the ground, pick up things. Um, and a little side note, I do go down some side streets and alleys, like the one I'm coming up onto in just a second. I have a friend in the AC business, and he's always leaving stuff out. And in this case, he let me know he left a compressor out and some copper grounding wire. So I went down a couple of his alleys in his neighborhood before I went by his house, but word of mouth sometimes. I'll stop at different people's houses, and just from experience, when you're going down alleys or streets and you've found some scrap metal before at someone's house, more than likely you're going to find some more at their house because apparently they know that scrappers like picking up scrap metal and they leave it out. So drive by repeat customers, as I call them. So to answer the question of what I do extra every day, nothing. I just kind of pay attention to my surroundings. If I spot things, I stop and pick them up. I don't go out of my way. There's 2 days a week where I actually spend true time scrapping, and that's on Saturday nights and Sunday nights. And the reason I pick those days is because a lot of people do projects over the weekends and they'll throw their stuff out. So those are the days I like. A lot of people like trash days. I don't. Um, Besides scrappers being out usually, uh, I just don't find things. And plus, I'm not going to wake up that early. I'm not an early riser. I'm 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I don't go to bed till 2, 3 at night. So gonna repeat myself over and over again. I don't do anything extra. I just keep my eyes open and I pick up everything. I don't care if it's a little bottle tab. I don't care. I pick it up if it's metal. I sort it out later. And we're going to discuss that in part two of means of transportation and collecting and all that good stuff. When it comes to thinking about supplementing your income with scrap, this is what scares the hell out of most people. They can't do this and they don't want to maybe subject their vehicle to this. So it kind of scares them. But let me tell you, I drive a pickup truck and I've got a trailer. I very rarely ever put anything in the back of the truck because it's not very professional when you pull up to a client with a water heater in the back. And I'm not going to go lugging a trailer around all day. I mainly use my trailer just to go to the dump to take my lawn trimmings and stuff. And then when I make a major scrap run, I'll hook up the trailer. But other than that, I just use this little bucket or tub in the back of the truck seat, and sometimes in the back of the truck. But this is all I use from day to day, and this is what I collect in. And now remember, this is what I do. I'm just trying to supplement my income. And again, there is scrap everywhere. And this small little bucket, you know, throwing cans in it, bolts and screws I find on the ground, and license plates, you know, just anything. I throw it in this bucket, and it works great. And now I'm going to skip right to the very end of the day and show you what I collected for this day. And then we're going to go on from there. Sorry folks, I cheated. Wasn't about to put that nasty ass furnace in the back of my truck. Well, back seat of my truck. So I threw it in the back of the truck. It was the last thing I found. As you can see, that's a pretty good load for really not doing anything. Actually, this is just kind of a half day work for me. And I just kept my eyes peeled. And of course, networking with friends and family. They donate things to me. All you have to do is ask. This isn't hard work, and I'm not, you know, devoting much time to it. I'm just supplementing my income. So next up, I'm going to break things down some more and kind of give you an idea of what at least I expect. Sorry, while I break things down, I'm going to torture you with this music because it reminds me of one of those old 80s high school movies where the kind of the nerdy guy, the dorky guy is training or studying to, you know, beat the cool guy. So I'm going to torture you with this music for a minute. empowered to steal the cool guy's girlfriend. I know I am. All right, guys, this is how I look at it. Yes, I made $23 and what, 57 cents today, estimated kind of. Um, that's great. But I may, I can't talk now. I may make squat tomorrow. Maybe even the next day make nothing, and then maybe the next day make $4 or $5. Whatever the case may be, what I always try to do is imagine a 40-hour work week. Um, Even though I work more hours, I get paid for a 40-hour work week. And just what I made today, I gave myself a 59-cent raise. Um, that may not seem like a lot, but I remember years ago when I was working retail, I think I went 2 or 3 years and maybe got a couple 25-cent raises. Um, Again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, if I kept this up, I mean, even just once a week making this amount of money, 23.57. Hey, that's like almost $90. That's a water bill, that's a couple credit card bills, um, or it's a couple dinners. Take my wife out a couple nights, or a whole section of fence for me because that's what I'm doing right now is replacing some fence. Scrapping is a great way to supplement your income. And again, if you don't have a truck or a trailer, just there's ways. There's ways to supplement your income through scrapping, and there's no investment involved. It's just your time. Um, you can incorporate any of this into any kind of work day, or maybe you don't work, maybe you're retired. There's time. There's scrap everywhere. It doesn't take much. Um, Everything adds up. Um, Again, I'm lucky. I have a truck, I have a trailer, and I have a huge fenced in backyard. I can hide things. But if you don't, maybe make daily runs to your scrap yard. You might make only $5, $10, but it's $5, $10 you didn't have before. Once again, scrapping is the most honest, pure way. It's one of the oldest ways to truly supplement your income. I'm not here to sell you on anything. I never have been. I just believe in scrapping. And like I said, I also sell on eBay, which goes hand in hand with scrapping. I'll find a lawnmower, there's working parts on it. I'll take them off and I'll sell them on eBay before I scrap them, if they don't sell, that is. So I hope you take something out of this. Um, Again, I don't really rearrange my day to scrap. That's not every morning I wake up. I don't set out to go scrapping. Just anywhere I go, there's always alternate routes, slower route. Um, if you have to be at work at a certain time and leave a little bit earlier. Just again, I can't stress more of there's always time to find things because they're everywhere. I apologize for beginning to ramble. I'm going to wrap this up. Um, Hey, I'm just making this for good, honest, accurate information. Um, YouTube, other places are really lacking in just honest, accurate information. So I'm just trying to share with everyone. I hope people share with me. Hey, subscribe if you want, subscribe if you don't. I don't really care. Comment below or not. Again, really don't care. Just trying to spread the good word. Uh, I hope you took something out of this and I hope you enjoyed just a little. And until next time.